start again. It's a rich thing.
So, you know now that Italy can be violent and racist, and I'm one. I'm not free of that. And it comes out, this dark side of me, which is living somewhere deep inside, and it's usually under control, usually, comes out when I'm in big sports events. I'm glad as an Italian I don't have the problem of the Football World Cup this year. I'm glad that's gone. But a couple of weeks ago I was watching the Olympic Games. Do you know the Winter Olympic Games? The games with the fake sports? There are some pretty crazy games in the Winter Olympics, right? Some real sports and everything else is a filler. Just to fill space. So I was watching these games, and maybe it's because of the flags and everybody's cheering for their own country like it's the best in the world. And I'm looking at this funny game, it's called curling. It's a hobby for Swedish pensioners who became an Olympic sport. It's a true story. So basically, in order to be good at curling, you have to be really, really good at sweeping the floor. And I'm watching the sports, and I'm drinking a little bit, and there is all these flags, and here I go, oh, I guess Philippines must have a very good team here. Yes, and I know it's horrible. I know it's horrible. It just came out, and it was out of. I need to explain the context a little bit. Philippines do most of the clean work in Italy. I told you I'm racist. It's not the worst thing I'm going to say tonight, but it's getting up there. So I'm like, my God, I'm a horrible person. I judge people according to their nationality or color of skin, what I think, right? And then it's worse. I'm looking at another game a little later, and it's called biatlon. Do you know what biatlon is? I didn't. I was watching this stupid game on television and I needed to ask, what's the name of this game? So basically, it's combining two things that have nothing to do with each other. It's cross-country skiing and shooting. It's a real game, it's in the Olympic Games for some, God knows some reason. It's like putting God knows some days together. Or pizza and pineapple. Wrong. Like the child in the drum, but you know it's wrong. It's deeply wrong. You may like it, but it's wrong. It's wrong. And you're in Italy, it's time you learn some real things about the culture. We judge you. We judge you for putting ketchup on your pasta. So I'm watching biathlon. And biathlon looks like this. There is a lonely person skiing forever. You can only see white because there is a blizzard. So the screen is all white, this person is skiing. And then sometimes they stop, they take their gun, as you do, and it's still all black, white. And you see nothing, so there is a little screen under the screen. And I trust it because
it's true actually.
Bing. And then when it's done, they keep skiing again. For like another half an hour.
Yeah.
Very interesting to watch. At 3 a.m. in the morning. Very interesting. And I think this is really useless. This is really, really useless. And then I realized, and then it dawns to me another racist thought. This must be how the Hungarian border police is trained. That's true. It's winter. Somebody has to be on that wall. So they're going there. And then they stop when they think they've seen a Muslim. Did I hit it? No. No. It's only one, it's gonna destroy a country of 10 million people. I need to kill him. Bing. So sports are important for education. I learned that. No, I'm a racist, I told you. I'm here to get rid of my sins. Still, I got a Christian education, what can I do? Some things stay with you all your life. But as an Italian living in Prague, sometimes I'm also on the other side of racism. I am on the side of violence and oppression. And this is another true story that happened to me when I became a hero for the wrong reasons. So another night I was sleeping, going back home to sleep, and I was sitting in the tram. And I'm playing a Star Wars video game on my phone because that's the only meaningful thing to do while taking the tram late at night to go home. I'm there playing. And then we stop at one of the poor neighborhoods in the city. And the big guy comes on the tram. Big guy, he's giant. I'm big, he's giant. And he's drunk. And I'm in bed. This young man, huge man. Sees a woman, and the woman was a Muslim. I think. She was wearing the scarf, the hijab, so either she was a Muslim or she was cosplaying. I don't want to assume. Safe not to assume, but the guy was assuming a lot. So he went to the woman and he started to be abusive. First of all, started to say some words that I didn't understand, but they didn't sound nice. And then he also wanted to snatch the scarf. He wanted to physically attack the woman. And I'm not a hero. I am not a hero. In a movie with heroes, I would be the smart guy at the beginning who says something smart and then dies. And then everybody else has to remember at the end, oh, do you remember what he said? No, he died. Oh, I wish I had it on voice message now. Voice messages are useful only in a life or death situation. Only then. So I'm not a hero. But this is happening right here. This is happening 1 meter from me and it's disturbing my Star Wars video game. So I have to do something. And I say, hey. Honestly, this is all I did. I say, hey. It was enough. So this huge, horrible man turns towards me and he has a new target now. Which is good for the woman. He comes towards me. I think it's like a mix between Terminator and President Zeman of Czech Republic. So I'm sitting there and I go like, oh fuck, no, what did I just do tonight? And I look up, and I look at this man's face, and his nose was broken in more parts, and he had missing teeth. I'm like, oh Jesus, this man has seen a lot of fights. This has been into a lot of trouble. And the last time I was in a fight, I was 15. And that was Mortal Kombat. Do you remember the game? It was like, finish him! Except, this guy was going to finish me right there. And I'm like, I have to do something now because otherwise I'm dead. So I stand up, and it's like, I'm here and he's there. I'm like, I need to look powerful here. And he looks at me, and he's gonna smash my face, right? And then I have another horrible thought. And then I think, God, if I die tonight, here, this is now going to be the worst thing I've said. It's good to know. If I die now, I will be a martyr of Islam. For the wrong reason. And I don't want to be one. If I have to die a martyr, I want to be a martyr of my people. Not of their people. And I thought, remember, I'm going to die. And I have all my life passing through like a horrible movie. Short. Still a movie. A horror movie at that moment, right? And I'm thinking, if I die now, I I will not even get the 72 virgins. If I die in this shitty way, I will probably get the discount package, which is like 5 middle-aged women and the lady on a wheelchair. And it's gonna be, this is all you get, my boy, for not killing any infidel except yourself. And I'm like, I don't want to die right now, I'm not ready. I wasn't ready. You cannot die with these fucked up thoughts in your minds. I wasn't ready. So I stand up and I'm like, okay, I have to pretend I'm big, and I push him. And he pushes me back. And he's sort of way stronger than me. And then they're okay, something is gonna happen and I will not like it. And then the tram stops. And I'm saved by the bell. Literally. Bing! And I go, and the lady goes, it's not our stop, but we get off. We are there, and we're on the tram. I'm sweating cold, happy for not being a martyr. Yet. And the guy, and this is a true story, the guy looks at us and says in English, pointing his chest, he says, I am Czech Republic. I was like, what the fuck? Imagine the scene, the tram is going far in the distance, and it's going, oh yeah, Czech. It's a true story. And I look at the woman, and the woman looks at me. I never even learned her name. But you know what's the saddest part of the story? We didn't even have sex. Because life is not a movie, guys. Life is not a Hollywood movie. The guy belongs to a Hollywood movie. Oh, I am Czech Republic. That situation was just real life. I was like, really, you're letting me go? Like that? Without even a thank you handshake? A handshake of another kind? Of a kinder kind? No. So we just parted ways, and I learned life is not a Hollywood movie as I was walking home. So this is how little it takes to be a hero in Prague. Czech people are not racist. 51.5% are. The elections made it official. Check it out, they elected this guy who's Zeman. They may be racist, but they're very brave. Because you have to be very brave to elect that guy as representative of your country. And I come from Italy, I know bad guys, many, but this guy is something unique. If this guy lives in a castle, has a hunchback and a drinking problem, so basically it's the hunchback of Notre Dame, but in Czech Republic. If this guy meets a gypsy girl, you have material for a Broadway musical. Except he's gonna beat her with a stick. Look up President Zeman from Czech Republic, huge source of entertainment. And they had elections in Czech Republic recently, but also in Italy. And you were lucky, you were here. You were here. You saw it happen. Italy went into political chaos from political chaos. There was basically no visible change at all. Italy is madness. We have winter every 5 years, and when it happens, the country is paralyzed. Yeah, it snows one day in Rome, people go to the shop like nuclear winter is coming. They fill their homes, they don't send the children to school, everything is closed, you need to go to the pharmacy is closed. So Albania, next time you want to invade Italy, wait for winter. One winter day, it's all you need, you can get to Rome, occupy the government. And please do that. Please do that next winter comes. Italy is that crazy. More of this shit? Yes? One more story? Realized why comedians say thank you people, you've been great, when they're doing all the hard work before I became a comedian. Comedians know that the audience is doing most of the work. And I'm not joking here, it's not to please you. When the people are responding and interactive, comedians get energized and the jokes are better. It is just like training for ESC. So if you guys give feedback, the trainers will be better at their job. And if you don't, well, you had a bad show. What can I say? Bad entertainment, that's all. And it's very complicated to be part of a live entertainment show nowadays because we live in the digital era. We're used to YouTube or Netflix, right? So you can get the best entertainment in the world live on your TV, and when you're busy, you pause. And the guy on the screen doesn't mind it if you're reading your news, you're calling your mom, you're playing a video game, you're masturbating. The guy will be there waiting for you 1 minute, in my case. I don't talk much to my mom. I'm 40. And also 5 times a day is a lot. Of talking to my mom. And then the show goes on. But when it's live entertainment and you're there and are you recording the whole show? I didn't sign anything. And you're there and the people in the first row are sitting over there. It's a little harder. Then there is a guy who's buying and selling Bitcoin there with a laptop. Like, okay, sorry, I'm trying to make you laugh, but you don't seem very interested. I have a lot of jokes against homophobia, because that's what I believe. And I was doing this repertoire against. And I was doing this repertoire in a Russian-controlled, Russian-owned bar in town. And I thought,
About homophobia?
that Russians who leave Russia and they go to Prague, they want to leave Russia behind. I was wrong. They want to bring Russia to Prague. And they're managing, at least in that bar. So I was sitting there and I was doing my jokes, and this is my jokes, I think it's good material. If you want to destroy homophobia forever, we need to make homosexuality obligatory. That's right. Not for everybody, only for men. Because men need it. And not forever, only for a period of time, like 1 year. Oh my God. I mean, they have rainbows and parades, they must be happy with what they do. I don't know what they do, I had a few tries, but that's another story. I don't know what they do now, I'm a married man. But it must be good, right? So let's call it happy time. And it is happy time, a little bit like military service. Which, by the way, for many of my friends, military service and homosexuality were the same thing. So it wouldn't be a big change. So we're already used to the idea that for some time, think prison if you are in the US, well. So it's only a period of time, and you don't have to, I'm talking to the male population in the room, you don't have to have sex in that time. It would be horrible, it would be non-consensual, still rape. Nobody wants that. You just have to know inside that you are gay. And all the time you hear a bad joke, like people calling you, are you a faggot? You have to say, yes. Yes, I am, and it hurts. Or, well, this is really stupid, it's really gay. Like, yeah, like me. And it hurts a little bit more. And then 1 year is over. Maybe you fall in love, maybe you don't. You can decide to go back, forward, sideways, along the spectrum, whatever you want. But the time is over. Whatever letter you want to choose, LGBTQ, P, question mark, or star. It's all good in the eyes of not God. I guess. But then the empathy and the experience will stay with you. So bam, homophobia destroyed. Am I right? Am I right? So I was doing this set in a Russian-owned bar in Prague. Bad decision. I had 4 women in the first row. You would expect empathy for women, not that night. They're looking at me like that. Out of my bar. You funny man. Even the barman wants to kill me. The barman was there mixing his drinks in his face. Get out of my bar. You bastard. Jesus, it was horrible. I went home, I was like, I need to change my job. I went back to training. I do less damage to myself. So this was me in a Russian bar in Prague, true story. Against homophobia, so even when I am against and supporting human rights, I get in all sorts of trouble. I'm a big time human rights activist because I have a Twitter account. That's all I have. I don't even open it. For days and days. Twitter sent, who has Twitter here? A few activists, I see fellow activists, or wannabe celebrities. And Twitter sends me these notifications. Hey, your people have been writing after a long time. What about you? I'm not bothered right now, but I'm an activist. Charities do most of my work on my behalf. I don't give them money, of course. Why should I? I share their videos. That's what I do. I share their dying white polar bear starving. I shared it 2 times with a sad face. I'm sure it stopped from dying. Charities against poverty. Did we defeat poverty? No. They're not doing a good job. They don't deserve my money. They want my money, they have to work harder. But they're non-profit. Not my problem. They have to work harder to earn some profit. Still not with my money. Good to see so many people wanting change, like volunteers. You want to see change in the world. So we go to a fertility clinic in Prague. Now there are 2 types of fertility clinics in Prague. The one where the nurses are super hot and sexy. And I'm like, wait a second, I'm here to make a baby. With my wife. This is a worthy cause. I shouldn't be under the illusion I'm a strip bar. I should be thinking very morally right now and feel very good about the thing I'm doing. It doesn't happen. Anyway, I was in the other type. I was in the type where the nurses are beyond 50 and really way not sexy, like the opposite of sexy. And you know what happens when you, as a male specimen, as a man, you go to a fertility clinic? You have to donate a sample of sperm. And it's expensive. In Prague, it's 100 euros, right? Again, I'm an immigrant, so I'm not part of the service, so I have to pay. So let me recap for you. I paid 100 euros for a hand job that I'm doing myself. And in Prague, when you will visit, it's way off the market price. Way off the market price. You can find better for less. Anywhere. So I'm there, I'm like, okay. So the nurse takes me to this room. And it's a nightmare. Have you seen that Leonardo DiCaprio movie, Shutter Island? Right, it's that place. Only the weather was a little better. So I'm there, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? There are white tiles on the wall. It's like a prison. And the nurse locks the door and says, see you later. Which is not good news. Like I didn't want to see her ever. Not later. So anyway, I'm there, and I'm looking around, and it's a small room, and there's a big armchair, like a big fat mouse chair, facing a window. Like, what? So I'm supposed to be donating, which means, wait, this is probably too optimistic, it's more like, honestly, this is a friendly conversation. Anyway, the training is over, so who gives a fuck? So I'm supposed to jerk off looking out from the window? And there is a park? Yeah, I did some of that, but I was in the park, outside the school. Not from a hospital window, looking at people walking their dogs. I go, I need back to German. This is gonna really pick me off. Bring it on. This is good. And then you come from the window. And people think it's raining, but it's white. It's snowing. Immediately they will close the hospital. And maybe that's a good thing, considering the type of streets, go to hospitals, with these thoughts. So I moved the armchair. There's no way that's gonna happen. And it's happening. And the nurses outside are not happy and they start shouting. Something is Czech. Like I have been 3 years in Czech Republic and my Czech is like, good morning and how are you? So you guys are doing much better, much better. So I don't understand why they are shouting. They don't sound happy at all. But anyway, I'm doing my job and limited time, so I'm sitting on the armchair and I look around and there are magazines, porn magazines. So by show of hands, this is now scientific inquiry. Who has seen a porn magazine in the last 5 years? I'm not surprised by some of the answers, but I'm very surprised by some. Anyway, 5 people over 50, so that's right. I didn't even remember when was the last time. I mean, thanks God for the internet. Right? I'm sitting there, and I have to look at them, because I'm an expert of popular culture, and I have an interest in archaeology, so I have to look at these magazines, and I open them, and they're probably from the 90s. I can tell because of the hairstyle. How can I say I like women without hair? Yet. If you're laughing now, you're a bad person. Really bad person. If you're laughing only now, you're a bad person. Now you know the truth. When you're leaving the room, don't avoid eye contact with this person. If he invites you for a drink and you're under 25, no, if you're over 25, you're safe. Probably safe. That was a joke. That was a joke. I'm married and it's all legal. Now. So I'm looking at the magazines and I'm like, wow, look at Lenka here. She's really hot. She must be 72 now. So that's not helping. Also the magazines don't help. The park and the dogs don't help. So I'm there and I'm 40, which means I have 25 years of experience in masturbation. It's more than a PhD equivalent. So I have to do it and I have to summon my experience and background. So I'm there, eyes closed, like many of your partners when they're making love to you. Thinking of all the most sexual experiences I had in my life, the best sex I had, the worst sex I had, and then I'm thinking about mozzarella di bufala. And I'm finally coming, it's coming. And then guys, it's the hardest part. Maybe one of you guys will be in that situation, so I'm here telling you as a older brother. This is hard, because they give you a plastic little jar. And I will have your hands. And you have to pay. So here is how it goes. With one hand I'm raising the jar. With the other hand I'm still doing what I'm doing. But I also have to aim. And it's complicated, and then I realized life is not like porn videos. Because in porn, when you have this moment of climax, not in the journey way, but in that way, when you have the climax, they're able to hit the girl in the face or even in the eye. And how do they do that with a living, moving target? I don't know, I only have one hand here and I can't. So I have to focus really, really hard. And if I'm thinking about aiming, I'm not thinking about mozzarella, so I'm losing it. And then it's a struggle and I really have to do it right. Because the last thing I want is to come on the floor and waste 100 euros and then I have to be back after 4 days. And then what happens is, oh God, I need to save this shit. So what happens is, for another hand job, waiting 4 days. So what I do, I collect it. And the quantity is right, the color is right, the taste is right. And here comes the last drama. There is a little window on the wall, and there is a sign on the window, and the sign is only Czech, which doesn't look Arab to me. Arab is easier. And there is a sign on the wall. The sign reads, please open the window, follow the instructions with me. Open the window, put the jar, close the window, and ring once. But I don't know, because I cannot read Czech. So there's a window and there is a red button, so what to do? I open the window, I take my jar. Usually this is the moment when I take a picture at the jar, and I WhatsApp it to all my friends with a text, good morning, cappuccino. It's very creamy after 4 days, and it's before 11 o'clock usually, so that's okay, it's very appropriate, culturally appropriate. I don't do it that day. I open the window, I put the jar there, there's a red button, I ring the button, and I wait. And on the other side, the nurse opens the window and sees my face, and she was like, "What?" Rip the diet, and the only thing I can think of is, good morning, cappuccino. You're tired, I'm tired. If you come to Prague, tell me in advance, so I leave the city.
I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you are not too distracted by the sexual, racist, a little bit out of context jokes. I have a little game for you guys before we go on. It's called All Against One. But tonight it's not going to be all of you against me because, who am I? It's going to be all of you against the people who made you work for 3 days, who made you suffer for 3 days, who made you wake up at 9 o'clock in the fucking morning for 3 days. The people who are working for the European Union, the UA, I need the trainers on the floor performing. The trainers, please. So, some of you have seen me drinking tonight. Yes, you did. I'm going to be very clear about this shit. I'm not going to be the only one who's going to drink. Either they are going to drink or either one of you are gonna drink. So right now, I need one of you people, all of you, one volunteer, who is ready to take 5 shots at tequila. We have Greece for us. So we have the tequila.
Oh my god.
So it's very easy, guys. There's gonna be 5 questions about the European Union. They love so much. 5 questions, and it's all the 4 of them against her. If the 4 of them answer right, she has to take 2 shots. If some of them answer right, some of them answer wrong, the person who answers wrong drinks, and she drinks 1 shot. And all the 4 of them drink. It's very easy. Are you ready then? I'm gonna start very easy. How many states are there in the European Union? No? How many states are there in the European Union according to Wikipedia? 27. 28. 28. 28. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're gonna start the night off very good. You can drink 1 time. And my trainer right here, you can drink 1 time. Right now it's gonna be a little bit more difficult. How many different languages does the European Union have? Sorry? 23. I'm still looking for it myself. 27. 3 official languages. Okay. 23. Did somebody say 24? No.